everyone, this is Sarah and welcome back to my channel. It is so good to see you guys today. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys what I take with me when I travel, what makeup I take with me when I travel. I'm a little excessive, but I really tried to narrow my products down. I still want to be able to do a full face, like a full glam face when I travel, just because that is who I am. That is the type of person I am. I can't just take a BB cream and mascara with me traveling and be happy with that. And if you're happy with that, great, that's awesome. You do you, but this is what I like to take. So I'm going to show you guys what I take, and I really hope you guys like this video. Please remember to subscribe to my channel and to like this video, and I will see you guys soon. Bye. Hey guys, so here is my little travel makeup bag. I absolutely love it. I think it's so cute. It's so sparkly and so me, and it says leave a little sparkle wherever you go, and I just absolutely love that. So in here, I'm just gonna pull products out in no particular order and just show you guys what I like to bring. So the first thing I like to bring is my Urban Decay All-Nighter Spray. I love to set my face with this. I love to wet my brushes with this. I feel like I need to have this. I used to have a little travel size, which was perfect for traveling, obviously, which is why it's a travel size, but I brought my big bottle last time. I really like this setting spray. It really sets your makeup in place and makes sure it lasts a really long time. And it's kind of not really difficult, but you can tell there's a difference taking it off with a makeup wipe at the end of the day, because it's a little like stickier and harder to take off. But I like that because then it means it's lasting. So yeah, I have this little makeup spray. And then I have my Too Faced Hangover RX primer. So this is a face primer, and I pat this all into my face before I apply foundation, and I like to pat it because I find that it makes the product more tacky and the foundation stick better. I love this primer. As you can see, I am very close to being out, which is sad. I love the smell of it. A lot of people don't, but the smell is kind of coconutty, but I really like it. It's a really good primer. This isn't to cover pores, it's more to make your foundation stick to the skin. And I've been obsessed with that lately because I want longevity for my makeup. So next is foundation, and I've been loving the MAC Studio Fix Fluid SPF 15 foundation. I am in the shade NW15, and I have it on right now, and like I haven't been tanning, I haven't been using tanning lotion, and it's just slightly too dark for me, but I make it work. I like to bring this one with me because I have other foundations, like one for when I'm really fair and one for when I'm really tan, and when I travel, like I may or may not tan, I don't know, but this is a good in-between. So that's why I really like it. And I really like this particular foundation because it's medium to full coverage, and it has SPF in it, which I love, and it lasts a long time, and it just makes the skin feel really good. It gives you a lot of coverage without feeling too heavyweight, which is why I like it. Next is a setting powder, and I have been loving the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish, and I'm in the shade medium, and it's pretty light. I looked at the other medium, it's like medium plus or something like that, and that was too dark. So this is a good medium for that, and it goes perfectly with this foundation. I love setting my skin with this because it just makes everything stay in place, and it gives your skin like a nice, like glowy kind of finish, which I love. And here comes the first palette that I like to bring. I usually like to bring two palettes with me, one for eyeshadow and one for face. I really try to narrow it down. Sometimes I can't always do that. I might bring two eyeshadow palettes, or there was one time where I bought 5, which is kind of embarrassing, but I couldn't pick one, and they were like all new too, so I'm like, I have to bring them all. So anyways, I've narrowed it down to 2. So this is my Anastasia contour kit, and it's in the lighter shade, so that's what it looks like. So you can see I've completely used up the setting powder. I used this as a setting powder, and it was perfect because it went perfectly with my skin tone. But I like to mix the banana shade and the shimmery shade to set underneath my eyes. And the shimmery shade, even though it looks shimmery in the pan, it's not really that shimmery when you watch it. It's more like a glow. So that's why I like to set my under eyes with that. And then I like to contour with these two cool tone shades or bronze with them, but I don't normally use this shade. It's a little too dark for me and a little too orange, but it would work so beautifully on darker skin tones. Why can I talk today? You guys get it, you get it, whatever, I'm moving on. Next is my Hoola bronzer, and here's what it looks like. I just use this to bronze. I love it a lot. Packaging is a little bulky for travel, but you know, I make it work. Yeah, I'm completely obsessed with this bronzer. I like how it's like more so on the cool tone side, but it's slightly warm. Like it's not too warm and it's not too cool, which is why I love using it as a bronzer. Now for blushes, I'll usually bring two with me, one more on a coral side and one on the pinky side. I usually take what I'm obsessed with at that time, and right now I'm obsessed with the Milani Baked Blush in the shade Luminoso. I think it's just so gorgeous. I'm wearing it on my cheeks right now. It's just a beautiful corally orange color, and I love it. And for my pinky one, I bring my Tarte blush in Exposed, and this is what it looks like. It is a beautiful rosy pinky nude shade. I've been obsessed with it forever, so I like to do this because I like to create kind of two different looks. I like to create a warmer, more orange tone look, and then like maybe a cooler or a warmer pinky burgundy purple look. So that's why I use these two different types of blush. And then for highlighter, again, I bring what I'm obsessed with at the time. For the longest time, it was the Becca blush in Champagne Pop, but it has changed. You guys have heard all about this, so I don't want to bore you, but it is the Fenty Beauty highlighter, and it is in the shade Lightning Dust and Fire Crystal. And what I like to do is mix both of the shades because I find that this one is a little less intense, I guess, and this one is really intense. So I like to mix them, and this is perfect for my skin tone right now. It's a little too light for me when I'm more tan, but for right now and for my traveling makeup routine, this works perfectly. For brows, I bring three products with me. I bring my NYX brow powder, and it is the eyebrow cake powder in the shade Blonde. And then I bring my Anastasia Brow Wiz, and it's in the shade Medium Brown, and it is broken off, but luckily it was the spoolie that broke off. And then I have my clear brow gel setting gel thing by Anastasia as well. And lately I have been outlining my brows with a pencil and then filling them in with a powder, and I go in with this lighter powder on the inner part and the darker powder on the outer part, and I've been loving that lately. So that is my brow routine. For my eyeshadow palette, I usually bring the one that I'm, again, most obsessed with at that time, and right now it is the Modern Renaissance palette. I know this is an oldie, but it is such a goodie. I love it so much. As you can see, I've shown it a lot of love. I like to do two different kinds of looks with it. So one using this side of the palette and then the other one using this side of the palette. So like an orange one and a pinky one. And the colors are just so perfect. It has everything you need, minus the black shade, but I really don't need a black eyeshadow when I travel. So the brown, the Cypress Umber, works perfectly for that. I love the shimmery shades to put on the lids. I love Tempera to like set my eyeshadow primer. And this is just an amazing palette. I've used it every day. Again, I'm wearing it on my face today. I chose a more orangey toned look, warm look, whatever. And I don't put my palettes, like the Anastasia one and this one, this is Anastasia too. My two Anastasia palettes, I bring them with me on my carry-on only because I'm so afraid that they're gonna shatter in my bag, in my checked bag, because I have had an eyeshadow palette shatter, and it was the black shade, and it got absolutely everywhere. It got on all the eyeshadow shades in that palette. It got on my clothes, it got in all my makeup, and it was just such a pain to clean up. And I was like, this isn't worth it. I'm just bringing my palettes onto my carry-on, and I just make sure I like treat my carry-on kindly and don't like shove it into the back or anything. I keep it in the packaging, if you can see, to try to keep it all neat and clean, and I do that with all of my palettes. And speaking of eyeshadow, I love to have my eyeshadow primer. I've been using the Smashbox 24-hour Photo Finish eyeshadow primer, and it is great. And then I like to bring some eyeliners. So first off, I like to bring my liquid liner. This is the Kat Von D ink liner in the shade Trooper, just because I'm a liquid liner girl. I absolutely love my liquid liners. But then I also bring a couple of pencil liners, and they're both by MAC. One is in the shade Smolder, so it's a black shade, and then the other is in the shade Costa Riche, so it's a brown shade. In case I want to switch up my eyeliner look, or I don't have time to put on liquid liner, I'll use one of these two, or both sometimes, and I find it gives the makeup look a more polished, more put together look without taking the time with a liquid liner, if that makes sense. And I also like to tightline with the black shade, so that is why I bring that. And then I bring my concealer. I don't know why I'm going back to face, but I am. And this is the Tarte Shape Tape. I love using this concealer. I'm in the shade Light. So I put this underneath my eyes, and I also like kind of put it in my T-zone to make my face appear brighter. And then I also bring my NYX Jumbo Pencil in the shade Milk. I've been really obsessed lately with lining my lower waterline with this because I find that it makes my eyes appear more awake and less tired, which is perfect for when you're traveling because I know traveling can be very tiring, and if you use this, it makes you appear less tired. And then lastly, mascara. Right now I've been using the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, and this is a little travel size version, which is perfect. I do like this mascara. I was about to say foundation. My head needs to get out of the gutter today. I love using this mascara because it makes my lashes appear full and more voluminous. However, I find that as I wear this throughout the day, I get little like black specks underneath my eyes. And I don't know how to not do that. And I've always found that with the Better Than Sex mascara, and I have purchased a larger version of this. I have gone through so many smaller versions because I usually get them in the 100-point perks and stuff, but I always get those little black specks, so I don't know. So this isn't my favorite mascara, but it's here and it's little, so that's why I take it with me. But do you guys get that too? I don't know if it's just me. Next, I bring my Glam Pod. My friend created this in my hometown, and it is this cute little pod that takes care of your makeup sponge. So you twist it like so, and there's my little beauty blender. It keeps your beauty blender or any makeup sponge really safe. It keeps it sanitary and clean, and it is a perfect way to store it. So you don't have to store it in a little Ziploc baggie or put it directly in your makeup bag, which is what I used to do, because that's just, it's not good for your sponge. It's not good to put that on your face. This is a clean way to do it, and as you can see, there's little like holes at the bottom. There you go, now you can see it. And there's holes right here for ventilation, which is awesome. And it is big enough so that when your sponge is wet, and this can get really big, we all know that, it'll fit. So it's so perfect. A cool little thing about this is, I don't know if you can see, but right here, there's a little maple leaf because my hometown is in Canada. I love bringing this with me. Just keeps everything safe and neat and clean, and I'm obsessed with it. Lastly is brushes. So I know, I bring this huge thing when I travel. I got this in the Jaclyn Hill Favorites Morphe brush thing. I don't like traveling with my brushes in a bag because they get all squished and warped, and I don't normally wash my brushes when I go and travel. Like when I'm out traveling, I won't be like, oh, I have to wash my makeup brushes today. This just keeps them really neat and in their shape, so that's why I like it. I like to bring a foundation brush. This is the Morphe M439. Also like to bring a large fluffy powder brush. These are mostly all Morphe and Sigma, so I'm just not gonna go through the names. If you're interested in the names, maybe I'll have them in the description, but I don't feel like going through all of them right now. And then I bring this Morphe brush. It's a tapered brush that I use to set underneath my eyes with powder. And then I bring a blush brush, a bronzer / contour brush, highlighting brush, and then for eyes, I like to bring a flat top brush to put on, to first of all set my eyeshadow primer with light colored eyeshadow, and to also put on the shimmery shades. I like to bring a couple creaser brushes, so one kind of more fluffy one and one a little one that's like more defined. Sorry that these are dirty right now, I used them this morning, so I use my makeup brushes. What? I bring this little tapered blending brush to blend underneath my eyes, and also this definer brush. So this is a flat top definer brush. I use this for so many things, to put eyeshadow underneath my eyes, to make my brows more intense by putting concealer on them, making my wing more intense by putting concealer on it, or blending out my pencil liner. So this gets a lot of uses. This little brush, this little itty bitty guy, used to to highlight my brow bone in the inner corner of my eye. And then lastly, I have my angled Sephora eyebrow brush. And I really like this because the bristles are really stiff and they're more like pointed. They're not like a regular angled brush where I find it's more bendy. That's what she said. I don't know where I was going with that, but anyways, that is what is in my travel makeup bag. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you thought it was helpful. And if you like this video, please give it a like, and please remember to subscribe to my channel so you can see more of me. And I really hope to see you guys next time. Bye.